Hi everyone, welcome back to another video with the D family. I'm Kareen, and thank you for tuning in. Today's topic, I'm going to be discussing traveling with young kids. I know that traveling with young kids could be really daunting, as kids can be temperamental. They could be moody, it could be a scary time for them. So I have two young kids and I have traveled with them on very long trips. I've traveled with them twice. One of the trips I traveled with them by myself, and the other, there was another adult there with us. So I thought I'd share some tips that I've learned, some items that helped me out a bit, some items that I wish I bought or brought along with us. So what I did, I divided it into four major compartments, which are safety, entertainment, comfort, and food. So these four things are paramount to having a smooth, pleasant trip with your kids. And I'll start with the most important, which to me will be safety. So airports are large. It could be a large, scary, sometimes dangerous place, and you will not want to, have your child get lost, anything like that. Okay, so in terms of safety, the number one thing that helped me was having a safety bracelet. So I know this may be a bit controversial, but I have two kids, and holding both of their hands and my luggage may have been near impossible had I not have these safety bracelets. And I was comforted in knowing that they were right there with me. They didn't wander off or get lost in a crowd or anything, and I was able to maneuver my luggage and my documents when I needed to hand them to immigration officers or whatnot. So I found that was really helpful. So this is the one that I would recommend, and this is the one that I use. It had quite a bit of length, so it made it easier in terms of functionality. There were two independent links, and these links are unbreakable, so they were secure and they were not too tight. It was nice and comfortable for both my hands and my kids' hands. So yes, I think on part of the trip it was a bit cumbersome, so what we did was just my kids had it attached to each other. So instead of being tangled with a lot of cords, they were just attached to each other, and they were just keeping each other in check, like, let's stay close to mom and whatnot. So these were really helpful. Next, I have under safety ear tags, and this is something that I think I would have preferred to have, and it really helps you in terms of if they do get lost. Okay, you could use GPS tracking. So ear tags, you could get a holder for it and either attach it to their backpack or on their person. Ear tags also really helpful for tracking your luggage as well, so you could have extra ear tags and put it inside of your luggage, your carry-on, whatever. So ear tags are another item that I would definitely recommend. Lastly, under security or safety, I would say, is labels. So I think labels are super important. Labels would have adult's name, so a next of kin's name, address, contact number. So should either your children's articles, so whether it may be their toy or tablet or suitcase, carry-on, luggage, get lost, or even themselves. So a label, you could put it on the inside of their jacket or something. So children may not be, depending on their age, they may not be able to articulate in terms of their parents' address and contact number and all these different things. So it really helps. So if they do get lost, for security to be able to help to contact you or anything like that, or their items as well. So I would definitely recommend labels. So moving on, my next topic will be entertainment. So a child who is entertained will be less likely to be as agitated, scared, and disruptive during a flight. And we know flights could be long, it could be boring, and all these different things. So in terms of entertainment, number one, hands down, would be a tablet. A tablet, a phone, a gaming device, any electronic device that they can use would be really helpful during a flight. So for us, we use these Amazon kids tablets. So we have matching ones. For this one's for my daughter and this one is for my son. I love these so much. We actually upgraded, so they had a smaller size and we upgraded to a larger size. I like these because we didn't have to program it to be kids friendly off the bat. From the time they turned on these devices, it was kids friendly already, and they had programs, videos, everything was already kids friendly, so I don't have to put on child safety mechanisms. So I would really, they cannot do without this in terms of going on a flight or anything. Now, for their everyday lives, they don't get it Monday to Friday. They may just get it on a weekend or as a treat. But in terms of a flight, definitely I would recommend some sort of electronic device. You could choose anyone, and also a portable battery pack. That is really important so that they can get their devices charged, and also a cable for charging their device. So most airlines now will have a USB charging port, but in terms of like waiting pre and post flight, your battery pack will really be helpful. Secondly, which goes along with the device, are headphones, because you would not want whatever they are watching to disrupt persons who are next to you or near to you. So headphones really helps them to zoom in on focusing on whatever they're watching, whether it may be a movie or playing a game, and not be too disruptive. So we bought these headband headphones, super cute. They had a character in them and my kids loved it. Next, for entertainment, what do we have? Puzzles or activity books. So kids can get restless and bored pretty quickly. So the likelihood of a child watching their tablet for more than maybe an hour and a half straight, and maybe even the safety of it just because of their eyes and whatnot. So you would want them to alternate their activities. So puzzle books or activity books, coloring books, all these different things can really be helpful. So make sure that you bring along with you pens, pencils, coloring, crayons or markers or whatnot. Those are really helpful as well. Their favorite teddy bear or toy, I allowed my children to choose one each, and it was with them in their backpack, so it was near to them, and during the flight they were able to have access to it to play with it and whatnot. That is another form of entertainment. And yes, so that's it with entertainment. Next, I have comforts. So we've covered safety, we've covered entertainment, and the next aspect is comfort. So a child that is comfortable is more likely to be compliant and calm during a trip. So I would say a neck pillow, just in case they want to take a nap if it is a long trip. A nice comfy blanket that you could fold or roll up could be really helpful to pack in their backpack. Some earplugs. So when I traveled, my son at the time was 7 and my daughter was 5. My 5-year-old did not have problems when the plane was taking off or landing with her ears, but my son did. So we had some earplugs and I found that was really helpful. If they are of age to have chewing gums, you can use that, but just be mindful that chewing gum is a choking hazard and you really should be mindful of the age limits for all these different things. Alright, next we have disposable wipes or and disposable bags. So children can be messy. Things get spilled or you just need to wipe things that may have fallen on the floor. So disposable wipes, so skin wipes and antibacterial wipes, and also hand sanitizer. And in terms of bags, because they're always, needed, and when they are needed, sometimes you may not have it. So just having bags close by. So fun fact, my son actually puked. He puked mid-flight, and I did not have bags, so that was one thing that I wish I had bags, just to just to put our garbage in and to help with clean up of his puke. So extra pair of clothes just in case they get messed up. So my son puked, or they could have like a spillage or whatnot, just an extra pair of clothes in their backpack. And so this one doesn't necessarily fall under comfort. It does, but it has so many functions as well besides comfort. So we ordered trunkies. This has been the best purchase and investment that I've made in terms of traveling with kids. And so we purchased a trunkie. So not only was it very nice to look at, but it was also a way of them being able to transport their own luggage. I would say that it is very much smaller than your standard carry-on, so in terms of being able to pack much in it, that's not possible. However, they were able to sit on it, so that is where the comfort comes in. So they were able to sit on it when we had a long wait time. So when we landed, we had to wait to go through immigration, and there was a really long line, and we had to wait for over an hour. So they were able to sit on their trunkie and just use their legs to maneuver because it has wheels. So they were able to move with their trunkie a bit. So that, I think, was the best purchase for me. Hands down, the trunkie and the tablets were the two best things that made traveling with my kids super easy. Yeah. Lastly, we have food. So you will get food on most international flights, but kids are picky. So what was really useful for me is carrying a container with several compartments, so a bento box, and packing their favorite foods and snacks, having extra of stuff for them. Most international flights you're unable to carry liquid, so what we did is just purchase drinks before boarding the plane. So after we would have passed through the TSA line, we would have purchased drinks and just have it along with what they had.
So we are taking off. So we are on a plane. And it's just a cover. So I'm trying We're taking off.
So that completes my video and my list of items when traveling with your kids. I really hope that the information in this video was helpful, and don't forget to save it for future reference if you do have expected travel plans and you want to take your little ones with you. Even with all these items, a lot of the effort needs to be you actually talking to your kids, explaining what they should expect, just to calm them down and for them to be excited about the trip as well. So do enjoy the experience, take lots of photos with your kids, and I would actually love to hear your comments. So persons who would have traveled with their kids, what items that were not listed in the video, or even ones that you found were really helpful, please do share them in the comments. Thank you again for watching my video, and do like, subscribe, share, and until we meet again, take care. Bye guys.